Just about right to go. Yo-Yo Joe linking into the stalls. Bush Star to come up. One to go in. Favourite coming into the outside gate, so they're set to go. And they're off with Bush Star beginning okay. Corker's Boy near the outside also got away well. And Rowdy Ralph has jumped away with them today too. Corker's Boy settling just off them as they settle fully and come along to the first of 14. And Bone Jolter is going through to take over the running with Good as Glimmer on his inside. Oh, Mr. Hyde didn't handle that one at all well back in the field. Coming along to the second jump, Good as Glimmer and Bone Jolter leading Our Aura, who's third. On its outside, Bush Star, a couple of lengths away, Rowdy Ralph on the inside from Corker's Boy. Yo-Yo Joe is second last, and Mr. Hyde, after that early mistake, is about 5 behind it. Good as Glimmer rolled to a nice lead, coming down for the 5 jumps in the lane. And Good as Glimmer for Jamie Evans at the first of 5 over it reasonably from Bone Jolter, Our Aura. Bush Star the outside, Rowdy Ralph over near the rails, and Yo-Yo Joe's improving deeper out at the next fence. Corker's Boy's a length and a half behind these, and about 4 or 5 lengths then to at the tail Mr. Hyde. The third one in the lane, Good as Glimmer met it nearly a length clear from Bone Jolter and Our Aura just behind them on the inside, with Yo-Yo Joe still improving on the outside. He's got up to third at this jump now. Then Rowdy Ralph not jumping that one well. Bush Star's got ahead of him through on the rails. Corker's Boy towards the tail, and Mr. Hyde 6 behind them. At the 7th jump in the race now, and Good as Glimmer clearing it, but he's not going to have it an easy time out there. There's pressure on him from Bone Jolter going up, and Yo-Yo Joe's right there third. Our Aura, Bush Star are next, and then came Corker's Boy. Rowdy Ralph is now back next to last as they leave the straight with 4 lengths to Mr. Hyde. So half the jumping completed, heading into the back part of the course now, and Good as Glimmer led by half a length to Bone Jolter. 2 lengths to Yo-Yo Joe, who's sitting up third now, and Bush Star tucked away fourth the inside. A length further back is Our Aura. Corker's Boy's between horses. On the inside is Rowdy Ralph, and 6 lengths to Mr. Hyde. They're about to leave the course proper now and climb the hill at the back of the track with Good as Glimmer's lead, about a length and a quarter on Bone Jolter, and a half length to Yo-Yo Joe, the track specialist, up right on the pace now from Bush Star as they come to the first of a double down at the foot of the rise. Corker's Boy next, Our Aura out deeper, over on the inside Rowdy Ralph, and Mr. Hyde is last of all. Yo-Yo Joe has taken over the running. Bone Jolter wrapped it, and climbing up the hill, Yo-Yo Joe just leads from Good as Glimmer, who retains the inside. Couple of lengths to Bush Star in third, and then 2 lengths to Bone Jolter, Corker's Boy. Rowdy Ralph between horses next. Our Aura's over on the outside, and Mr. Hyde is 3 or 4 lengths behind these. Here's the double, meeting them up on top of the hill. Good as Glimmer and Yo-Yo Joe again, the 2 leaders, and Rowdy Ralph nearly lost the rider. How he stayed in the saddle is a miracle. At the second of the double, Yo-Yo Joe's over it narrowly from Good as Glimmer on the inside. Bush Star, Corker's Boy third and fourth. 4 or 5 lengths away, Bone Jolter, and then Mr. Hyde. Our Aura dropped out next to last, and Rowdy Ralph, after a miracle escape for John McMillan, is last of all. They're coming up the side of the course, heading back near the 1,000. Yo-Yo Joe ahead in front of Good as Glimmer. Bush Star behind them third on the inside from Corker's Boy. They're all good winning chances. About 3 lengths behind them, Bone Jolter. 4 or 5 then to Mr. Hyde, Rowdy Ralph, and Our Aura's dropped out a bad last. Here's the third last one coming up now. Good as Glimmer, Yo-Yo Joe from Corker's Boy. Bush Star just behind them and Bone Jolter, and they've got away on Mr. Hyde. Second last fence coming up now. Yo-Yo Joe the middle, Corker's Boy the outside. Good as Glimmer down on the inside, still there. They're coming up towards the home turn now, and Bush Star's putting himself in the picture down on the inside of them. They're squeezing up, not a lot of room for him there. He had to check, and Yo-Yo Joe goes for home into the straight over Good as Glimmer, Corker's Boy. Bush Star having to switch course to make his run. Here's the last one coming up now. Yo-Yo Joe's comes to the last. Over it he goes, a couple clear from Corker's Boy running on. So is Bush Star. Good as Glimmer has had enough. Yo-Yo Joe tight. Corker's Boy claimed him with 200 metres to go, and then Bush Star on the inside. It's Corker's Boy on the outer for Craig Durden, drawing a length and a half on Yo-Yo Joe and Bush Star, and Corker's Boy is going to be too good, and Corker's Boy takes it out, wins it by 3 lengths to Bush Star. Yo-Yo Joe a length and a half away third, then Good as Glimmer, Bone Jolter, break to Mr. Hyde, Rowdy Ralph, and Our Aura's last in. Corker's Boy takes out the first, pays about $3.60 and $1.80. Second going to Bush Star, number 2, $1.30, and Yo-Yo Joe third, $1. All in now, set to go. And racing. Pindition out reasonably on the outside. Kingston Princess was one of the first to bound out of the gates. Rose Pamela pushes up with Tiffany's Best. Possum Dixon's up there too as they settle down, and Danamore on their outside. Settling fully now and going through Rose Pamela led from Tiffany's Best. Danamore 3 or 4 wide going up into third, and then Possum Dixon, Alley Dance. About a length away in the field, My Lydia, and then Pindition on the outside. A length Shamaro, and then Grand Seattle over on the inside of a line of 3 or 4. Our Carpstead, Kelsind, and dropping out last, Kingston Princess. Heading to the 1,000 metres, Rose Pamela 3/4, Tiffany's Best. A length Danamore. On the inside, 4th, My Lydia, and Alley Dancer's handy to them. A length and a half to Pindition, running 6th, about 4 lengths off the leader and tracking 3 wide. Possum Dixon, the centre, Grand Seattle, the rail. A length Shamaro, a length our Carpstead, Kelsind on the inside, and 2 lengths to Kingston Princess. Running downhill, Rose Pamela by a head, Tiffany's Best, 1 Danamore. Just behind those, about a length away, is Pindition now going up 4 wide. And then Alley Dance, My Lydia's over on the rails 3/4 away, and they're followed by Possum Dixon. Shamaro coming wide from Grand Seattle. Our Carpstead, one of the last as they neared the corner from Kelsind, and last of all is Kingston Princess. Tiffany's Best took the lead before the turn, kicked away by a couple, Danamore, Rose Pamela. Pindition working to the outside, coming home fairly well. Tiffany's Best has stayed close to the rail and leads by a couple, Danamore. Pindition's on the outside rail with Shamaro and Possum Dixon. They're right against the outside rail and coming home well at the 200 metres now, and it's Shamaro and Possum Dixon going to the lead. Pindition can't go on. Tiffany's Best is battling away on the inside, but Shamaro near the outside rails in front, and Shamaro takes it out by a length and a quarter. Tiffany's Best will be second over on the inside, and Possum Dixon grabbing third on the outside rail with Danamore between them. They were well clear of our Carpstead, Kelsind and Pindition, who tied noticeably in the run home. Alley Dance towards the tail end of the field with Kingston Princess, My Lydia, Rose Pamela next to last, and Grand Seattle with the big weight dropped out to last. Number 3 to win it, Shamaro, ridden by Bruce. Now Full On Fra's reared up into the stalls here, and he was clambering at the front of the gates. An attendant's in there with him. He's actually managed, I think, to just kick that gate open, and he's up again, and the rider's in some bother. He's Full On Fra is out at 122 by order of stewards on vet's advice. Bookmakers, please rule a line. Betting announcement to follow the running of the race. Number 3, Full On Fra, out at 122. Set. Ready to go and away, and Master Cover, one of the first out, beginning quickly, scanned, looking for the front early. Split the Wind was away very nicely in the early part with Kachita, and Wriggles going through on the inside. Rum settling down with 3 behind him in what is a very bunched field. As they settled fully now, and Wriggles went through at the 1200 to lead Kachita. Scanned on the outside about a length away third, and they're followed by Polish Echo, 4th outside, Split the Wind, and Dare to Win close to the inside. 2 lengths away to Dividend, half a length away to Rum on the inside, and then Connemara Marble. A length to Master Cover, and about 4 lengths last of all, Be My Patriarch. Wriggles a clear leader before they went off the back near the 800. Leads by a length and a half, Kachita. Split the Wind a half length away third. Scanned on the outside, and they're followed by Connemara Marble, improving up to 5th wide out. From Polish Echo and then Dare to Win. Rum getting to the outside with Dividend deeper still. And then 2 lengths to Master Cobra and 5 lengths to Be My Patriarch at the 600 nearing the turn. And coming down towards the bend, the leader is Wriggles. Out by a length, Connemara Marble, and behind them Split the Wind is hard ridden, not responding. Dare to Win down on the inside. Polish Echo, Dividend getting to the outside in front of Rum, and Master Cover's gone right to the outside rail, well on the straight. Below the 400 metres, Wriggles in front of Connemara Marble, Dividend, Polish Echo, with Master Cover coming home very well on the outside rail, and then Rum. It's Dividend near the 200 metres taking the lead. Master Cover's claiming it on the outside from Polish Echo, and then came Rum and Connemara Marble. Dividend in front, 100 out though from Master Cover and Polish Echo. Dividend ridden right out, too good, and Dividend takes it out by a length and a half to Master Cover, I'd say, grabbing second from Polish Echo, and then Rum, Connemara Marble, and the gap Dare to Win. They were followed in about 6 lengths away then by Wriggles, and behind it to finish in the race is Scanned, a long break, Kachita, and then Be My Patriarch, and Split the Wind dropped out a bad last. Number 5 is the winner, Dividend, ridden by Eddie Casser. Racing at the 1500 metres, and Perfect Lady was one of the first to bound out, and Eden Gold got away well. Fashion Flames up there third in the early part from Red Tiamo. Startling Bell on her outside, one Dance on Door, followed by Canella, getting a hit up and over racing early, and they were trailed closely in the field by Flotsam, and then came Coniston Walk, Gold Seeker towards the end, and Fleet of Me at the 1100 metres, and Perfect Lady is the leader, out by about a length and a half to an Eden Gold on the inside of Fashion Flame. 2 lengths further back is Startling Bell, fourth from Red Tiamo Canella, and they were trailed about a length further back by Flotsam between horses with Dance on Door over on the rails. They were trailed by Coniston Walk out wider and improving, and then Gold Seeker and Fleet of Me. At the 800 metres turn, about to run downhill, and Perfect Lady by 3/4 and Eden Gold on the inside. Fashion Flame's been right there all the way third. 1 Startling Bell and Canella fifth the outside. 1 Red Tiamo. Coniston Walk is next, a length and a half to Flotsam. Gold Seeker, Dance on Door dropped out the next to last with Fleet of Me at the tail. Perfect Lady just about joined as they corner by an Eden Gold. Fashion Flame there outside running on, and so is Canella deep out. Trailed by Startling Bell, hard ridden, then Red Tiamo and Flotsam with Coniston Walk on the outside, and Eden Gold in the straight at the 400 lead from Perfect Lady. Fashion Flame running on, and a gap behind those to Coniston Walk on the outside rail with Cornella at the 250 metre mark now, and Fashion Flame moved up to Perfect Lady and an Eden Gold. They're fighting the race out. Running on well now is Flotsam when the race is nearly over. Fashion Flame in front, Coniston Walk coming with the Gold Seeker too. Fashion Flame still in front. Fashion Flame wins at a neck to Coniston Walk and Gold Seeker. Then Flotsam, Perfect Lady, and they were closely followed then by Fleet of Me making ground from last, and then Canella and Dance on Door. A gap on Eden Gold which we can ride out of it. Startling Bell next to last, and Red Tiamo last of all. Victory in the first leg of the quaddy. Off they go now. Yasser out fairly. Blue Water alongside it jumped well. McFlash a little slow. Shere Khan out well. So was El Montazar, Natch and Nautilism down on the inside. Heading to the post the first time now, it's Natch against the rail. El Montazar, it's outside, Nautilism between them. Shere Khan 4 wide and Blue Water 5 wide, turning up to the 1800 metres. Yasser just behind them from Biolad and Piermont. True Response through on the rail. Coritani as well back, followed by McFlash and Zaboom. Out of the straight, very tightly bunched with Natch holding onto the lead. Into the back, he'll be 3/4 on El Montazar. Nautilism tracking third on the inside, followed by Shere Khan. A length and a half to Blue Water, still happy to be 3 deep around Yasser and True Response. 2 Piermont, Biolad the rail, and then a couple to Zaboom and Coritani with McFlash a length away last. Into the back now, heading past the 1400, Natch by a length. El Montazar second, Nautilism third, and a length away Shere Khan. 1 further back is Blue Water. Yasser in the centre, True Response, midfield the rail, and then Piermont. Coritani's also out 3 wide but does have cover. Zaboom is next, and Biolad is second last with McFlash last of all. Natch took them down the back, led by a half to 3/4. True Response can go through on the inside as Highlands come away from the fence on Natch. So True Response goes through at the 1000 to join the leader. El Montazar third, Yasser and Nautilism are next with a length away to Shere Khan. Coritani steadily making ground out wider from Zaboom and Biolad. Then Blue Water and Piermont. They're still pretty tightly bunched, and 2 McFlash. Past the 800 metres, Natch outside, True Response the leaders. By about 3/4 El Montazar, and Coritani's moved up to 4th now, and then Nautilism. 1 Shere Khan, Zaboom on the inside from Blue Water, Piermont. Yasser hard ridden, he's not responding at the moment. Biolad went past him, and McFlash is 4 lengths away. Natch has shook off the challengers before the turn. He leads by a length to El Montazar. True Response sticking close to the inside, then Nautilism. Blue Water coming to the outside with a good run, clear of Coritani. Well in the straight now, True Response kicking back through on the inside comes Biolad, and they lead from Natch on the outside. Then Zaboom as they get away towards the 200 metre mark. True Response darted back to the inside on the outside rail. It's Natch still there with Zaboom coming through in the middle. True Response on the inside as the leader from Natch on the outside. The wider part, Natch running very greenly, and True Response takes it out. True Response a length and a half to Natch. Biolad has run third, and then came Shere Khan and Blue Water, followed by Zaboom. Back behind them are Yasser, El Montazar, Piermont. Long break to Coritani, and then Nautilism and McFlash last of all. True Response, the last to move up into the lineup. Goes in, 1500 metres, set to go. Racing now, Forest Road jump well, as did Pure Spark. Moet Man and Triple Gin drop out to the tail. Reuben Sun got away well as they settle down now, and it's Pure Spark from an outside barrier going across to lead from Reuben Sun, settling just behind them Stars Jewel third, and then Foreign Affair with Forest Row on its outside fifth. 2 lengths Zaginski, Rocky Glen, 2.5 or 3 further back is Arcoriosa from Longbow Moet Man, and about 4 lengths to Triple Gin. They're going pretty quickly, 1,000 to go, and Pure Spark set the tempo, nearly a length clear from Reuben Sun down on the inside. Stars Jewels around it. Foreign Affair 3 wide, Forest Row 4 out. 3 or 4 lengths Zaginski, a length and a half to Rocky Glen. Another 2 behind these, the grey Longbow on the inside of Moet Man and Arcoriosa, and 5 lengths to Triple Gin. Downhill they run, and Pure Spark still about a length clear. Forest Row's never been on the course, goes up to second. Foreign Affair and Stars Jewel close to the inside by a length further back to Reuben Sun. 2 Zaginski, Longbow giving them a fair start from Arcoriosa, Moet Man, and 3 lengths to Triple Gin. At the bend now, Stars Jewel squeezing through along the inside, goes up and heads them off. Stars Jewel against the rail in front from Foreign Affair. Pure Spark battling away, and Forest Rose on their outside, and they were clear of Longbow starting to come home fairly well, and then Rocky Glen out wider. It's Stars Jewel on the inside, Forest Row and Foreign Affair between them at the 200, leading from Pure Spark, and then Longbow the outside. These three having a great battle. Stars Jewel, Foreign Affair the middle, and Forest Row from Longbow chiming in. Foreign Affairs put the nose in front. They're coming to the line. Stars Jewel kicks, and it could go either way. Stars Jewel or Foreign Affair. Heads are up and down. Forest Row third from Longbow fourth. Then Arcoriosa, Rocky Glen, and behind these were Pure Spark and Moet Man, Reuben Sun, Triple Gin and Zaginski. Judge calling for the photo here. Stars Jewel and Foreign Affair. Heads up and down, and the judge needing the camera coming up. And the 8 runners are locked away and set to go. And they're off. And Mr. Global Warning reared and missed the start by a couple of lengths. Les Vosruler began quickly, and so did Pookie Bear. Over on the outside, Biscany is going up towards the front, and also being prominent early is Joe Bananas as they head towards the 300 the first time round, and Biscany is pulling against the rider and is working to a slender lead from Les Vosruler on the inside, and Joe Bananas holding down third. 2 lengths to Pookie Bear. Melamai is next on the outside in the light blue colours, followed by Our Needles and then Lord Acre, and back last of all after a slow beginning is Mr. Global Warning. Biscany led with a lap to go, a length and a quarter clear. Les Vosruler second, over 2 lengths to Joe Bananas third, and 2 lengths then to Pookie Bear outside Our Needles. Then Melamai, who eased back to third last. Second last is Lord Acre, and Mr. Global Warning is last of all. Out they go towards the 1,600 metres, and there's not a great deal of pace about it all, and Biscany is the leader, a little more than a length clear from Les Vosruler. Our Needles are snuck through along the inside rail into third placing, followed by on the outside there Joe Bananas. 2 lengths to Pookie Bear, Lord Acre on the rails, 1 to Melamai, and 2 lengths to Mr. Global Warning as they enter the back straight. Been no change and still not a lot of pace about at the 1,400, and Biscany leads half a length. Les Vosruler second, Our Needles third right behind the leader, and Joe Bananas is a half length away fourth the outside. 2 lengths Pookie Bear, who follows the favourite outside Lord Acre, 1.5 to Melamai, and about a length and a half to Mr. Global Warning, who's last of all. Down the back now, about 1,100 metres to go, and a bit of speed has come into the race because Les Vosruler has been allowed to stride up on the outside, and Les Vosruler for Dale Misson took 3/4 of a length advantage over Biscany. In third placing, Joe Bananas, and 1.5 then to Our Needles. Pookie Bear edging a little bit closer, and Melamai coming wider, and then 2 lengths to Lord Acre, and 4 lengths last of all is Mr. Global Warning. At the 800 turn, and Biscany kicked through again to again join Les Vosruler, and Joe Bananas is going through between them, travelling pretty well. 2.5 lengths away then came Our Needles from Pookie Bear, 1 Melamai, Lord Acre and Mr. Global Warning. As they got to the 600 metres, Joe Bananas in the centre has taken the lead from Les Vosruler, and Biscany now ridden along hard on the inside. Our Needles a length and a half behind those, followed by Pookie Bear under the whip, and then there's a gap in the field to Lord Acre and Melamai. But Joe Bananas is travelling as well as anything around him, in fact a bit better. Biscany's under the whip on the inside. Here's Our Needles starting to close after Joe Bananas. Les Vosruler has dropped off, and then Pookie Bear. It's Joe Bananas against the rail in front. Our Needles coming after him at the 200 metres. Joe Bananas by a length and a half over Our Needles, and they're 5 in front of the rest of them, headed by Pookie Bear. But Joe Bananas kicked away on Our Needles now, and he's starting to open right up, and Joe Bananas comes away to win it by 3.5 lengths. Our Needles is second, And Photo for third, maybe Melamai from Perky Bear. There's little between those two, and then Lord Ochre, a gap to Biscany. In behind them was Les Voss Ruler and Mr. Global Warning. Joe Bananas, written by Patrick Ferris, too good for them to pay about $3.30. Number 2, Joe Bananas, taking the race out. He came right away. Are the ones we need to move in. Here's Divine Hope now coming along to complete the lineup. Divine Hope to move in. Now, Zinedand's rider is out of the saddle here too. It was one of the first to lock away, but it looks like it might be about to be backed out here. Now, Zinedand's rider, Matthew Gatt, is again aboard, and obviously all is well with the 3-year-old, and he's trotting back up into the line. All in the gates, set to go now. Off and racing in the final event. Zinedand out fairly on the inside. Belgium got away fast, and Divine Hope shows plenty of speed. Zigomar jumped away well, and Archie's Girl's up there too. Just off them is Skymaker and Gala Chief out wider. They put 250 behind them. Belgium led from Divine Hope. Out deep on the course then Gala Chief, and the pink colours is right there third. In behind them Zinedand on the inside of Skymaker. Zigomar with those. Going forward Roxar wide out, then Archie's Girl a couple of lengths away to Juxta, followed by On Zane, then de Kooning. About a half length away is Indian Ridge, who's well back, and last of all is Prince Academy by the 600, and Roxar kept a long run going and has hit the lead out wide from Divine Hope and Belgium down on the inside. Gala Chief just off them fourth at the turn. They've got away on Zinedand, Archie's Girl and Skymaker battling away in the straight now. Divine Hope in the middle, Roxar went wide and Belgium over on the inside, leading from Gala Chief, well clear of Zinedand, and then Skymaker one on the straight. Roxar's drifting towards the outside. Divine Hope down on the inside and Roxar wide out. Belgium not far away from them down on the inside, and then Gala Chief. It's Divine Hope with 100 to go from Belgium, and Roxar out wide of Divine Hope with Belgium kicking. Divine Hope and Belgium are coming to the line locked together. Divine Hope wins it very narrowly from Belgium, and about 3 lengths to Roxar third. On Zane running on nicely next, and then Gala Chief. Long break Juxta, followed in by Zinedand and Prince Academy. Back behind those Skymaker, long break to Kooning, and they were trailed further back in the field then by Zigomar, long break to Archie's Girl and Indian Ridge. Stand by for the numbers here. Divine Hope, view right,